So what we've got is, to understand it, is we've got a relational triangle. The relational triangle divides into 4 areas. So outside our relational triangle, we have strangers. Okay, outside of our relational triangle, we have strangers. In the bottom of our triangle, we have a lot of acquaintances. A-C-Q, U, A-I-N, T, N-E-S. There we go. That's the one I was going to have trouble with. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we have acquaintances, and so therefore, then what we have in our relational triangles, then we then have friends. As you can see, as Phoebe said, the number of what we have actually decreases. Then we have family. Then we have romantic.
That should really be one person.
And then we have God. Romantic one.
Just making sure.
So that's right. So that's our relational triangle that we have. And so we want to know, what is the foundation of that? Now people say, oh look, we need a biblical foundation, those sorts of things. The reality is that when we go to Ecclesiastes 4:12, it actually says, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves, a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. What I believe is this, is that in the center and woven through our relationships should be God. Okay, God should be the center of all our relationships, woven through. And it talks about a 3-corded strand, regardless where you are in that space. A 3-corded strand with God in the center of our relationships will keep our relationships strong. So a romantic relationship between a husband and wife that has God in the middle of it is very difficult to break, because a 3-corded strand is hard to break. And so when God is in the center of our relationships, it's strong. What is the foundation of our relationships, though, is actually communication is the foundation of our relationships. So the center of all our relationships should be God, but the foundation of all our relationships is communication. We communicate with the world. We communicate with strangers in what we dress, in the way that we act, in the people that we come in contact with, and the way that we want to be perceived by others. That's non-verbal communication to others. We communicate with acquaintances, how we deal with people that we know on a casual basis, and the tone that we use and the words that we use make a difference to whether that relationship stays strong or doesn't. With our friends, it's about the communication we have with our friends. With our family, it's about communication. And in a romantic relationship, it's about communication. Because if we don't talk to one another, we're not going to be in relationship. And with God, we're told to pray. Prayer is communication with God. How do we develop these relationships? We develop it through the foundation of communication.